sometimes you wake up, you get excited, you're like real estate. It's like, yeah, burning with fire, and you're probably sweating. You're getting high on these transactions, like for real, like it's exciting, you know, like selling houses, like you just wake up, like, yeah. Sell some houses. We're on our way to a walkthrough. He's closing on a house, and it's actually a really big house. It's like $1 million property, and you would not expect when I tell you this, but it's a rental property. By the way, I'm like so toast. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, and normally I get a full 8 hours. And I realized when you have coffee, don't drink coffee after 12 because that caffeine kicks in all the way through the night. Oh my God. Anyway, so we're heading over to Stonebriar Sugarloaf. And yeah, here in Duluth, Georgia. And this client of mine, he is a special one. I'm very grateful for him because he's bought multiple properties with me this year. And it's not typical that I have a repeat client like this, more than 2, maximum 3 houses total. But he's wanting to invest and put his money somewhere where his money can work for him. And it's actually his neighborhood. And in this neighborhood, believe it or not, the HOA allows rentals. Again, in $1 million price point, you wouldn't expect that, but here we are. And so I think this is his 5th property this year, besides his primary residence. And yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
So where'd you meet him at? How do you find someone like a client like that?
So I do a lot of YouTube video marketing. I helped his brother-in-law buy a house in the same subdivision 2 years ago. And that one was a really, really challenging transaction for multiple reasons. 60 houses, a year and a half in, we finally found the house, had to compete, multiple offers, way over asking price. I mean, even in 2023, this was going on when rates had already shot up in 2022, the year before. But 2 years later, yeah, and then he just came to me and said, hey, my brother-in-law needs to buy a home. But he already lives here. I was like, well, why does he need to buy if he already lives here? Come to find out, it's an investment property.
So what's going on right now?
So we're in our final walkthrough. So we're closing in an hour. We're doing a walkthrough. The purpose of the walkthrough is to make sure that the home is intact, that there are no surprises, that there are no holes in the wall, things that we didn't see before that just all of a sudden appeared. That we need to do a last minute negotiation for. By the way, I never ran into that at all, except for once. That's an interesting story, but it wasn't that bit much drama filled. But this home's vacant, so it should be well maintained from when we last saw it, so no worries. One thing I learned is when it comes to walkthrough, like I used to do it a few days before, and I realized doing it the day of is actually better. Because if you have like a water leak or something, let's say you do like a walkthrough 3 days before closing. From between those 3 day period, from the time you do the walkthrough to the closing, you can have like a water leak and not know. And when you close and you come back and you see it, it's a done deal. You can't negotiate to sell it because the house is now yours. So we do walkthroughs the day of. Now, some people don't like it because if you have to negotiate, it's a last minute negotiation that you're trying to panic over. But I come to find out, like, we all want to close. So me and the other agent, we co-op on purpose for that exact reason to come to an agreement. So that's what I've learned in this industry. Like, you got to do it on the day of. So, but yeah, this is the house. So. Refinish this, refinish the main level so it matches with this level.
Nice.
At the same time, we only have 2 attorneys.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So how did everything go?
Woo, that was a long one. It was over an hour. Usually it takes like 45 minutes, but they had seller had a 1031 exchange. They bought another property. They're trying to tax deferred. More paperwork, more signing. Oh my gosh. But hey, we closed.
Yay! Congratulations.
Yeah, my buyer's happy and off to renovations and investing and all that good stuff. You're gonna have to put in the time. You have to work really hard. And it's gonna be like that for most of your career, but especially the first few years. If you can get over that hump, I would say the 3rd year, that's when things start to get a little bit easier with referrals, past clients, repeat clients, things like that. But you're gonna have to try everything and try to enjoy it when you're doing it. Like if you're gonna do door knocking, try it, but give it your all for at least 6 months. If you're gonna do mailers, do it with all your might, for at least 6 to 9 months. Same with open houses or social media, because it takes time to see that result show up. So don't give up too early. They say 85% of agents get out of business after the first 2 years. So to not be part of that statistic, just keep trying, keep building your funnel, keep building your database. Social media,
as cliche as it sounds, is an imperative you must do. And for some, they think that their job is a real estate agent, which is true, but you're actually a content creator too. And I know some people don't like to hear that, but the reality of this job is you're marketing yourself and your skill set, and the way to get that message out is through video. So if you're comfortable with, say, a home buyer seminar, it's like 40 people in the room, pretty much every agent's gonna raise their hand, yes, I can do that. I'd be more than happy to go over the home buying process with these people in this class. Same thing as being in front of the camera to share it, except you're gonna do it with hundreds of people. Wouldn't you want to reach that audience too? So I tell people, yeah, try everything, have fun, find the one or two things that seem to work well for you, and then go all in with those things.